Peace, love, and light. Sending out my light to the people. I love y'all. Bring it back. Today's class is going to be a quick class with the Grandmaster Bobby Hemitt. All right. And we're going to talk about magic and the power of the magician, right? The magician's job is to get the audience to believe. Once you believe in the trick is done. You know, I'm not a part of any orders. I never took any oaths, so I'm gonna put that out there in the universe to let those that practice different practices know I'm not a part of any of that. So that's why I can reveal it, you know, because it's universal knowledge. And as an adept student, a self-taught mystic, I can do that. And with my audience, I want them to know how special we are, how magical we can be when we tap into source, into the self, into the spirit, into the soul, into the conscious realm, into the astral realm, cosmo realm, out of this physical body that's you're only going to be in for 100 years, right? At max, right? And our back in the days goal was to build your temple, you know, and that's why you see the pyramids the way they are designed, you know, and you see certain pyramids have a bunch of possessions, because they stole a lot of it, because they want to take those possessions with them as well. But also you take all your memories. That's why you have a memory bank, you know, and your three initiate, you know, the pineal glands. You know, it's a memory bank. You have a spiritual bank. You have a soul bank. But too many people are caught up in the paper bank and not understanding the energy and the intent behind everything. I'm talking about it. Nothing's not by design. You know, like just look at any of the wars that we had, like Saddam Hussein or Bin Laden. They were all friends of our country. And then became enemies. Fidel Castro, friends, they became an enemy. And just on and on, on and on. And when you look at how history is designed, you'll see the same people there. I'm not going to sit there and tell you their names. You do your own research on that. And you'll find out a lot, you know, were magicians, you know, and why Vegas is such a magical place. Why Cuba is a magical place. You know, why all the islands are. America, period, is the promised land. It's the magical place. It's where all dreams and nightmares can happen because of the land. You know, under this grid, there's land. And they you know, used our powers, like I always say, and created their world. Now it's to take back our powers and create our own worlds, you know, within, because in atoms, there's a universe, right? Within every atom, there's a multi-universe. It's so deep that I can get this science now, but I don't want to rabble off. I want the Grandmaster. I'm on Old Sweat, 333 right there, where I grew up at, down the next building.
Every day, and they show these troops shipping out, and there's always these white boys with some little white girl, but you don't never see nothing when they focus on the black soldiers. That is the reason why that is actually happening. Because it's 70% black. It's in this. You gotta also understand how
all our soldiers. I know my grandfather, plenty of people in my family served. So
when it first started out, it was all like dropping bombs from the air. Now this thing has been hooked into a major ground war. And if it's one of these things that they got all this so-called technology, they don't have to fight a ground war, why are they sending mass amounts of troops? Why are there troops from every single base that's not closed down is going to Iraq? You see, that's because we're dealing with the final showdown. You got to know what's really going on. And it has nothing to do with the apparent.
What you see, you know, everything in what you see.
The initiate over the neophyte. The neophyte means new. The neophyte means the person that's on the first level. The neophyte always looks at the apparent.
The neophyte.
Does anybody know what the apparent? For those people don't know, the apparent is
that level already.
What is put before you. What is the common thought. Never look at the apparent. The apparent is never the case. And in this case, the apparent has nothing to do with this war whatsoever. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into a lot of new stuff. And if I can help it, I don't know. This brother made a mistake, and
That's
he
why
said he got.
He's so spiritual. Honestly.
There's unlimited time.
All the Grandmasters.
You don't need to do that to me.
Right. It's on, bro.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're going to be here.
Sister looking mad now, she gonna be pissed off. By the time we get there, we gonna be here till you say, okay, that's enough. So we gonna pull about a good 6-7 hours.
And I ain't messing with no Facebook like that because nobody really watches it, and somehow my shit always get blocked.
You always gotta get out of the building.
You wanna follow me? It's gonna be on Instagram,
you know what I'm saying?
and YouTube.
Which means is if you can't find people that honor this
As far
stuff
as
enough
videos.
to understand that you at warfare, you know what I'm saying? That you gotta get out of the damn building. And Dempsey was good for that.
And fucking Facebook.
You know,
is
then
owned
shoot,
by-
find some place that is. I mean, it's not like we have this stuff all the
Really?
time. You know, and we are in a Cold War. Somebody asked me,
dragon
I was in
insect.
Houston last week, what is a Cold War? A Cold War is anything other than a hot war, which is a conventional war that you know that they're getting ready to go to, which is a hot war.
To honor
a
the
Cold War
ancestors
is a
and
silent
the
war.
spirits.
You don't see it, but it's still war. And America, black America, is always
So do
under
the
cold
smoke.
warfare. You see what I'm saying? But now we're going to the hot war. So at least
Ifa,
you
Santeria,
need you to stick around and see what's going on. So I mean, stay for the long haul.
These are
Also,
all
like I said, this is
spiritual
a new crowd.
practices,
We got a lot of new
magic.
faces, a lot of young faces, which is cool. And I think which is key. I think this
I don't
is
even want
becoming
to talk about the dark
geographical
the
becoming
Wicca,
basically
you know, and
I don't know, area-wise,
witches.
half the people in Harlem I'm seeing is not here tonight compared to the ones,
They know who
which is
they
cool,
are.
Because then again, on the other hand, we don't see the people from Brooklyn up in Harlem. Now you must ask yourself this, because that might be some type of
By
conspiracy.
design. By
You never
design.
know what this beast is doing to the point where as you don't travel certain places and you don't do certain things. We know this happens in Africa, which you're going to get into. The reason why you
They
can't
don't
get
got-
on a highway
No how.
like I-95, this highway,
I just realized
and drive
that.
all over Africa. That is by design. And one reason is not to mix the bloodlines of the bloodstream. We're going to get into that today also too.
Wow.
What they're trying to prevent. Got a lot of stuff we're going to deal with. We're going to pull these libations. We're going to pull the libations, and we're going to get into a.
Vibration.
We start off
To the ancestors.
with what we call the hard copy of what we call the current events, and that's the stuff that's going on the mundane realm, just everyday life.
And
that,
unlocking all my
some people fail to
chakras.
overlook. Some people see some stuff going on, but they want to have another answer.
Everything that's in
They
my
wanna know what's really
DNA,
going
I
on.
want to
Remember,
unlock.
everything that's going on is based on ritual.
I don't want to
Everything
know
is
everything.
based on
I just
ritual.
want to unlock
Just
what's
like this
mine.
last thing that went down with Michael Jackson. Some major ritual went down during Black History Month. Very key to understand, when they aired the 3 shows, it was during Black History Month. That's a ritual. And you must understand, when the ritual goes down, they're always in ritual. It's always somebody ruling. Like they say, we are subjects of the elite.
Yes.
We're subjects of the elite. The book The Black Sun talks about
Look
that
at all
in
our
the epilogue, how
celebrities.
we can all be
They all look like subjects.
of some
And
sinister
not
plot of the elite
like
groups.
kings and queens.
You
I
don't know
don't care
anything,
who
you
you
must
talk about.
understand that every step of our
Nah,
life is
Jay-Z,
designed
all of
for
them. Look,
us.
I mean, I love
You know, so we're gonna get
their
into a lot
spirit,
now,
but
we got
they
a
look
lot
like
to jump
subject
into.
of some bank.
I go
Hey,
full
bank
libation.
chase.
Now this is very interesting here
Bank.
because
Whatever.
there's a
No
there's
free
an
man's
entire
bank. No, real
system
bank.
of
Like
Cuba
if they was to
that
create their own
that
bank,
was locked on
the Carter's
lockdown since
bank.
1960,
Or
61.
Nas, the Jones bank.
59, with the whole concept of the takeover of Fidel Castro, who is a government agent.
Oh
Who
shit.
works for the Illuminati. See, listen, look.
Not
let's look
Fidel.
at it here. If you go and you see Saddam Hussein now, what's the first thing they say? Oh, he was our friend 20 years ago, right? Okay, Bin Laden, oh, he was our friend.
Damn, we
20
already
years
at the
ago.
mark. I'm gonna go
Well,
one
if
more
you
minute.
understand anything with the takeover
You have to get this on.
of Cuba from Batista,
That shit is federal
what?
or any of Bobby
America
Hemmitt's
was on the side of
platforms that's
Fidel
supposed to.
Castro.
The
Remember
Grandmaster
this?
teacher.
Anybody remember this? Until he so-called did an about face. Now the key here is,
About
and that's a part of scientific warfare,
Boom.
is to make you think that he's always in your
What's my
corner.
man,
But it's just like Dick Gregory came and said the Freedom of Information Act is why they give him
from over there in
almost $1 billion
Africa.
a year
Gaddafi.
or more. Jim Castro.
They did a bow face.
You understand how this thing goes? Oh, we look at this thing. Remember during the Christmas, it was all about Korea. It's been
Him too.
Korea's got, Korea, North Korea's bragging and all this type of stuff about their nuclear.
Damn, I can't even get no more for y'all,
Now
bro.
all of a sudden, last weekend.
All right, one time for the one time. Shout out to the Grandmaster teacher, Bobby Hemitt, and anyone that's, spiritual and on your spiritual journeys, find your center, find yourself, go within, because that's what intelligence is, and understand your mystical nature. You weren't designed to be so like robotic. You were designed to, have your up and downs, your flaws, but always ascending, ascension, that's going through levels, going through phases of the zodiacs, going through the fire, the water, the air, the earth, the different. It's beautiful, but I already went over the time. I hope I can put it up. Peace.